up, Wolfe Glick is your 2016 Pokémon Video Game World Champion in the Masters Division. Just look at him.
Drink it in.
So happy.
Drink it in.
If you want to win the World Championships, it's really difficult.
And Shoma Honami is your 2015 Pokemon Video Game World Champion.
You need basically a day where your preparation has been immaculate, your play is incredible, and really everything has to go right.
In my opinion, it's a fantastic game. There is so much depth with strategies, and it's just so much fun to play.
In Pokemon, there's so much freedom in the Pokemon you use and the way you use those Pokemon and how you train them and the moves you give them. There's no one right way to play.
The community has definitely evolved since I've been involved with Pokemon. I mean, even when you look back in kind of the earlier years, it's amazing how it has kind of developed into this phenomenon, really.
I remember at 2014 when I was overwhelmed at my first event, I think it was 200 people. But now we're seeing events on the scale of thousands, and we're hitting record numbers every single event.
Most players qualify for the World Championships not by winning an event, but by attending many events over the course of the season and gradually accruing championship points. There are entry-level local events, regional events, international level events, and then of course the Pokémon World Championships.
Winning Worlds, that would mean a lot to me. It's something that I tried in 15 years of playing. I don't know if I will ever be able to win Worlds.
Hi, my name is Rosemary Kelley, and I am a caster for Pokemon.
It's so good. I can't believe we're on the same train.
I can't believe that either. We want to go like here.
That's right, why don't we just head out east exit and then go from there?
Yeah.
My name is Akcoş-Cromie. I live in Frankfurt, Germany, and I'm one of the video game commentators for Pokemon.
Being a caster for Pokemon is kind of like being a sportscaster for something like football or baseball, but instead you're casting over the video game and you're providing commentary for those that are watching at home or are watching in the venue so that they can understand and hear what's going on in the game.
Urshifu is gonna take so much damage, and with a one-hit knockout and a critical hit, that's it, Fabian wins!
The player from Germany has done it! Congratulations, Fabian!
The pink Gastrodon. So I just shoved them all to the back and put a green one in front of it. And I was like, there's nothing to see here. There's no pink Gastrodon. It doesn't exist. I'm so gutted about this dress. I don't get the Gastrodon dress. Hey! Long time no see.
What's up, man?
What's up, dude? Great to see you too.
Down to like -3 Celsius.
Aaron!
How's it
Hey! So good, how are you?
Doing well. I think I might actually be ditching the suits and just wearing some shorts.
Yeah?
I sang pretty.
Okay.
I'll show you the pictures.
Hey, everybody! Welcome to the Pokemon World Championship in Yokohama! This is such a huge moment for all of our players that are going to be here. This is the first time that the World Championship has ever been to Japan. Look at it from the players' perspective. They've put in years and years of hard work to make it here. This is all for them. So let's make it the best possible event that we can.
Okay, so then there's two options for giraffe spread. I'm going to use trays. You guys can use whichever you feel better about.
I'm just gonna do 252 HP in attack.
My name is Wolfe Glick, and I am a professional Pokemon player.
And what does that mean?
I guess there isn't one set definition of being a professional Pokemon player, but for me what it means is that I'm able to support myself and have a career basically just playing Pokemon, between competing in tournaments and making content around Pokemon. The remaining time we have before Worlds is we have 2 hours right now, and then we don't know how long like check-in plus Pokemon Center will take, but I think we probably should budget that like we're not gonna get more time tonight. Like we can probably do some small tasks. For me personally, that's gonna be laundry for the sake of everyone else. Since I became a competitive Pokemon player, I have won 9 regional championships, 2 national championships, an international championship, the Players' Cup 2, the World Championships, and many other lower level events as well. My friends and I work together to build the best team that we can. We test out different strategies, we battle against each other, and we all kind of chase this dream of becoming the best in the world together. Like the thing is that we are gonna have probably at least 2 hours standing in line, which feels like a waste to not utilize.
I would like to do matchups, leads, and game plans.
The reason why I tend to be the one who builds the teams is because I have the most experience with it, but it's also, at least for me, I want to give my friends a team and have them come to me and be like, oh dude, like this thing rocks, like I can beat anybody with this, right? That's a lot of my motivation. Of course, I want to do well as well, but I think it adds a lot of extra pressure.
My name is Markus. I am 28 years old and I'm from Germany. In my VGC career, I've become a 3-time regional champion, a 2-time national champion, and 3rd place at Worlds in 2016. In my opinion, Wolfe is the single most scary opponent to go up in for anyone because of how good he is at the game. It is scary to me sometimes. I would consider myself a good player, or maybe even one of the stronger players, but even in my prime, like Wolfe was always one step ahead of me.
Both of these are incredibly accomplished players, like you mentioned. This is the experience side of the bracket. Just look at Markus's resume here. He was still able to battle through day 1, through day 2, make it here to the top cut, just 1 match away from the finals.
Yeah. He's going against his, probably literally, I think these guys are actually best friends, right? Like, they worked together for so long. Kyogre's gonna get that Ice Beam off, outspeeding Markus's Kyogre. That's gonna be a knockout there on Super Quals. Then Wolfe is gonna be able to take this first game pretty handedly.
We are into game 2 now, potentially the final game for Markus's tournament here, potentially sending Wolfe on to the finals. Really, the most important match here for Markus at Worlds so far. The first Pokemon goes down on Markus's side again, and it's that Raichu.
It's not looking good for Markus. It's still doable, but Wolfe has outmaneuvered Markus consistently the first couple of turns. Gonna come up with that Rayquaza, gonna target down that Kyogre. That should pick up the knockout. Wolfe Glick is back in the finals. Congratulations to Wolfe, and congratulations to Markus for an incredible run.
Yeah, top 4 finish, nothing to sneeze at, and Wolfe now has a chance.
After the match, we were both so exhausted. It was such a long day, but having one of us playing the finals the next day, like that was just the best feeling.
This was one of the best Master Division finals I've ever seen.
Jonathan just hanging in there by a sliver of health.
And here's the water spout. Wolfe Glick is your 2016 Pokemon video game World Champion in the Masters Division.
Finally, Wolfe Glick gets to lift the first place trophy.
Just look at him.
Drink it in.
So happy.
Drink it in.
It was really meaningful to me to not only win the World Championships, but do it with like one of my closest friends in the entire world. The way that I feel about it is that we are the 2016 World Champions.
I think after the win, Wolfe's life definitely changed. Wolfe is very smart, and I think he's not only smart in Pokemon, but also kind of in a business sense. He made such a good job to translate that win into what would later become his career. He started to really work on his YouTube channel and to grow it to over 1 million subscribers.
Now that I have 2 Pokemon, we're finally ready to head to Striaton City and challenge the very first gym. A lot of my initial success on YouTube came from kind of branding myself as this expert because I was the world champion. I never intended to do YouTube full time. It was only kind of because the stars aligned. It's hard to be both a competitor and a content creator at the same time, like at the same space, because there's a lot of fan interaction. So I really want to make sure that when I talk to people that they have a good experience, but that means that I have to be very selfless, very aware of what other people are kind of going through or what expectations they have for the interaction. And so it's hard to do both.
So I think like if you ask like the players participating in this event to name world champions, I think everyone who's playing in Masters Worlds, they could name at least like 5, maybe even more, and there just isn't that many. So it's this very elite club that everyone wants to be a part of. If you go further down, like second places, maybe some players will remember the finals, but then third places, it's like, sure, there's not that many of us, but it's like, yeah, like the champions' names are the ones that will be remembered. Having another like really, really deep run in the tournament, maybe even winning it all, is still a dream that I have. So yeah, I want to show what I still can do even today. So that's something that I'm still working on.
I normally like hair and makeup because it's that time early in the morning, just zone out, don't have to talk to too many people, and just have my hair and makeup done. It's something you don't have to worry about in a day that you're on camera a lot and you do have to worry about everything you do because people are watching you, they're watching what you say, they're watching how you react. So this is like a nice moment where the pressure's off you a little bit.
I've always been a perfectionist, and I think something that is a really unique aspect of commentating is that it's really subjective. Not everyone is gonna like you. It could be your voice, it could be things that are intangible that you can't change. It could just be your style. Maybe it's just not for everyone. I think there's always been an understanding that doing the Masters Finals is one of the biggest responsibilities as well as honors in terms of casting for an event. And so, after all the work that I put in over the 2023 season, I was really hopeful that I had done enough in order to earn that Masters final spot. But wasn't the case to be this year, which means I just gotta try hard again for 2024.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Woo! Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm so nervous. It feels like a lot of pressure is on you to perform well. It's the biggest event of the year, and you just kind of don't want to mess it up.
Welcome, trainers, to the 2023 Pokémon World Championships
in Yokohama, Japan. I know this has been a coveted location for the Pokémon World Championships, and our players are so excited to be here, and we are as well. Welcome to the stage, Mr. Tsunekazu Ishihara!
Pokemon is something that we all enjoy together, and the World Championships are one of the most exciting moments for us. The event is about to begin, and I can't wait to see who will be crowned our new World Champions. Wish you all the best of luck in your battles. Thank you.
Competitors here in Yokohama, get ready to report to your tournament area right after this. I hope you have a great event. Let's kick off the first day of the 2023 Pokémon World Championships.
Oh no, oh that is, wait, that is the guy, that's Hoei, that's the guy that you lost to in the tournament with Scream, Squirmsnarl and Goldango Nasty God with Landorus? key though, they've been running the Speed Booster Fluttermane, Urshifu, Amoonguss, no, not Amoonguss, Hans, and then Grass Ursaluna.
So we know the round one pairings. If Markus is aware of the team that my opponent used in like an online tournament, then I'm just kind of looking and trying to see start visualizing the matchup.
You've got, Wolfe Glick here, previous world champion in 2016. He has actually said, the last time he played day one was when he won the world championships. He's playing day one again. Let's see what's going to happen.
Nice to meet you, I'm Wolfe. Are you enjoying it so far?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, right?
Definitely.
I think I've been to Denmark just briefly.
In Copenhagen?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah, for 2 days. It's really nice.
Yeah.
And all the people I've met from there have been really nice as well. Is this your first time in Japan?
Yeah.
Me too.
So please be nice to me on YouTube. Of course. This guy, he's so bad.
No. Yeah, I'm looking forward to our set.
Good morning, Pokemon video game trainers, and welcome to your Video Game World Championships!
Pokemon VGC is the name of the in-person tournament series that leads up to the World Championships every year. At each tournament, you'll bring a team of 6 Pokemon, and in each battle you play, you can only bring 4 of them to counter what your opponent might use. You have to think about how the types match up against each other, abilities, held items, and of course, what moves can you and your opponent use. Each battle uses a 2v2 format, which means you have 2 Pokemon on the field at the same time, and you win when you're able to knock out all 4 of your opponent's Pokemon. Every VGC match is a best of 3 games. At this World Championship, if you lose more than 2 matches, you will be eliminated.
Good games. Good luck in the rest of your games.
Things are really heating up here at the World Championships, and it's honestly a surprise to see where some of our top players are falling at the moment.
Worlds is just so intense. There's so many good players that are at 1-1 and 0-2. Wolfe Glick, 2016 World Champion, also 0-2. But at the end of the day, it's about getting to those 5 wins. So even if you've lost your first 2 games, if you win your next 5, you're still good.
Games. Kelley, would you mind taking a picture of us?
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you for the games. Thank you.
I feel like each win is more of a sigh of relief. I'm like, oh, I'm still in it. But each loss, you're like, oh my goodness, I'm just getting closer and closer to elimination. And once it gets to that second loss in this format, that's when things are so stressful because you're like, if anything goes wrong, I'm out, and that's it.
Autograph? Yes. We're here?
Yeah.
Sure. There you go.
Can you enjoy?
Thank you,
Markus.
Oh, he wants
sorry.
to.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure. I won. He was so gracious. I had lost game 2, and then I got
You wanna go?
give me 1 sec. Sorry. Hey. Yes.
I started VGC just this year. I've seen your videos.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, and I made it here too.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Of course. It's so nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Enjoy the weekend.
So our group isn't doing that well collectively, so I'm not feeling so good about our performance overall, but I'm 3-1 right now, so I need to win 2 more out of the last 3 rounds, and I would play tomorrow, which would be really great.
Oh, look, he's got a match slip. Let's go, dog.
Dude, good stuff.
I won by PP stalling his Extreme Speed Dragonite.
That's awesome. I think we all won this round. Yeah, Carson lost. Yeah.
Brendan lost 2.
Brennan lost 2. Yeah.
Markus 3-1.
Markus 3-1.
Let's go.
We all won. Oh, Billa lost 2. So Billa lost. Yumi, Yuki, Aaron, and I are 2-2. Markus is 3-1. Beal's 3-1 as well. Good games. Sorry about that. We're hanging in there.
Good luck next round. Thank you.
I don't know, it's a little awkward to see, but I was your fan since 2016, so.
Oh, I'm glad to hear. No, I'm your fan.
I still remember seeing the sandcastle video.
Yes. Oh, good times. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for mentioning that.
Oh my god, dude. That was a close one.
Yeah, I really thought I had you with the Chiyu swim.
What do you do?
I'm doing junior finals, which is always incredibly exciting because juniors just have a completely different metagame to seniors and masters, and they're so adorable in the way they play the game, and they're amazing. You know, even as someone in your 30s, you can learn so much from watching these kids play. In Pokemon, there are 3 different age divisions. You've got the juniors, who are 11 and under, the senior division, who are 12 to 15 years old, and then the masters division for everybody over 16.
Tell me about your young people that are going to compete today.
Alex and Annabelle are siblings from a lovely family in Germany, and they got into Pokemon from this after-school Pokemon club that I run, and it's really just taken off from there. Alex just has this incredible instinct with the game. And Annabelle, his younger sister's only really got into competitive Pokemon this year, I think. Seeing her playing Pokemon and enjoying it in a way that I never did as a kid because I didn't know VGC or I didn't have someone to look up to, I think it's a really, it's a privileged position to be in. It's not something I appreciated at the beginning. I didn't really acknowledge the weight or potential that I could have with it. And when that finally kind of clicked in with me and I realized the influence that you can have and the change that you can create, that's when you really start thinking a lot more about what it is you want to represent and, as a female in the workspace, who you do want to inspire.
Hi, well done.
I'm rooting for both of them. I'm really hoping they get some good results and most of all come away feeling proud of themselves and that they enjoyed it. If we get a Pikachu trophy, then that's just the cherry on top, you know?
I think there's a non-zero chance that they put Wolf on stream.
Yes.
Why?
Because it's the last round, and he's still in.
Being called as the stream game is always something very special because there's only so many games that they can broadcast. So being selected for that, it usually means that your opponent is very strong as well, that it will be a very close game.
Are you the stream judge for this?
Webbers, yeah.
I'm gonna need water. If it's okay, I'm gonna need bottled water to have on the stage.
I think I'll put a bottle of water for you. Just let me know.
Sure, thanks very much.
Walking backstage, you have to drop off all your stuff. You have to get ready to be on camera, of course.
Welcome back, everybody, to our coverage of the video game here at the 2023 Pokémon World Championships. Aaron and I are back on the desk to bring you through the 7th and final Swiss round of the day, where this is players' last chance to be able to win that one game to secure a Day 2 invite.
Then, of course, when walking on the stage, there's a crowd sitting down there looking up to you. there's people at home watching, that's just like the highest pressure game that you could find, because, you know, if you win, you make it to the next stage, but if you lose, you're out.
We are down to the final round, and it doesn't get any more intense than this.
No.
This is your season on the line. This is your dream of becoming a world champion on the line. And oh my goodness, it's gonna be intense.
You cannot really get distracted by all the attention that is on you, and instead you have to focus, lock in, and just play good Pokemon.
We have a match between two titans, Wolfe Glick and Xilang Tang, both regional champions from this season alone.
But this is the final best of 3 for day 1 of the 2023 Pokémon World Championships. And for Xilang Tang, we will see the double genies with the Landorus and the Tornadus with Wolfe bringing the Iron Hands and the Amoonguss.
I think the Tornadus Landorus lead here is really well positioned. You pressure with Tauntauns Leamungus immediately. Landorus pressures with an Earthquake.
That's
just weak win! Oh my goodness.
That does over half to the Amoonguss. That's a lot of damage with the U-turn to follow up. So no Terra. Let's see what it's gonna be. It is going to be the
Golden Goal! Yeah, wow, what a lights out turn 1 play there. Immune to Spore.
Oh my gosh! Wolfe has completely locked down Xiang's Tornadus with paralysis. There's Flamethrower coming out from Wolfe's Chi-Yu, and that's a huge one-hit knockout on the Golden Go.
Game-changing paralysis there as Wild Charge is also going to come out. Might just be a double knockout. It is!
This is why Wolfe is one of the greatest players of all time.
And now it's up to Xilang to come up with a response.
So heading into this game number 2, Wolfe Glick is up 1-0 in this best of 3.
Okay, it's just gonna be Bleak Win. Wow, so no protects, no switches, nothing.
Okay, Gyarados is just gonna get knocked out here, which leaves this Chi-Yu pretty vulnerable looking at what this Landorus could go for next. Xiang just wanting to go for some damage in there with a stomping tantrum, and Chi-Yu's just gonna get knocked out.
I think Wolfe is expecting to survive that, otherwise you don't make that play. We're going to a game 3!
Tied.
Oh my gosh, this is so intense right now.
Another rock slide. Another flinch could be a disaster here for Wolfe.
Here's Rock Slide though coming out. Oh my gosh, so much damage, yeah.
As you do see the Iron Hands get knocked out. What a big turn for Xiang.
You've gotten the Urshifu back out, and now that Iron Hands is eliminated, Urshifu definitely in a better position than previous. And another flinch!
Are you kidding me? This Gyarados is just not getting a chance to move right now.
That's bad. I don't want to call it quite yet, but yeah, just not being able to attack turn after turn is so difficult.
You need to miss the rock slide. As
you didn't even go for Sucker Punch, you went for Wicked Blow!
It's just gonna go right into the protected Flutter Mane to get the knockout! No way!
That's it.
That knockout is gonna seal the deal of this game. Hisuian Arcanine is still gonna be able to get a chance to the rock slide, and it doesn't miss. So Gyarados also gets knocked out.
It's over. Hisuian Arcanine here is gonna be able to take it. In what was an absolutely wild set, the number of adjustments that we saw.
Good luck in day 2.
Thank you.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks. Like, all of the wins are shared, so when Markus succeeds or Aaron succeeds, it would have been nice to say, well, we didn't do as well as we wanted, but at least Wolfe, at least Wolfe made day 2, at least there was something that we could say, like, there was no bright spot, and that's when you have the most self-doubt. That's when you start to think, maybe I can't do it. Maybe I had my prime,
It looked close.
It was really close. Like I think I was in a winning position both times, but
I think it's like not a good matchup.
it wasn't so bad.
You feel okay about it?
No, unfortunately not. It's like a really lame way to go out. Did Billa make it?
I don't know.
Billa made it?
Yeah.
That's good. All right, thanks for all the support. Yeah. Sorry about that. Good to see you, man. It's been a while.
Hey, 0-2 to 4-2 is pretty impressive.
Yeah, 0-2 to 4-3. Yeah, sure, real quick.
I'm so sorry.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, have a good weekend. Yeah, sure. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. Have a good weekend.
struggling this morning to try to get myself ready for the day. I think it's easy to get in your head when you know that it's the final day or like the pressure is on you. It's the last cast of the season and you just want to make sure that you're going out on a really good note. So I'm trying not to psych myself out because I do feel like I've done a fairly good job this year. Like I know I still have things that I will always want to improve on, but it means a lot to me to be able to celebrate the players. I think Worlds even more so than any other event.
What would be your hopes and dreams for next season?
I'm able to earn the honor of calling the Masters Finals at Worlds next year. That is a cast that has eluded me thus far, and I think we all look at that on the casting team as the big one. That wasn't meant to be this year, but I hope that with this next season, I can prove that I might be in a spot to be able to do that myself.
That Dragapult is in a very nasty situation as Shohei still has 3 Pokemon remaining. Michael throws in the towel and Shohei Kimura will be your 2023 Pokemon World Champion.
Going out on the first day of a 3-day tournament, like, yeah, you want to be there until the very end, and if you're not, it's just, yeah, not the best. Next year, I want to win Worlds, definitely. That's the goal. Always has been. Winning Worlds is just something that in our community, it just puts you on the peak of the mountain, right? And there's only a couple of other people, and yeah, they're just like the superstars.
The 2023 Pokémon World Championships have come to a close. Now I know everyone is eager to hear about what's coming next in the world of Pokémon.
We want to invite you to Honolulu, Hawaii in 2024. We look forward to seeing you here.
I'm feeling okay. I think I'm tired. A part of me still feels like, if I could have just built a better team, then, you know, my friends would have done better as well, you know, or like my friends doing badly, I am in part responsible. It's not a rational thought, but it is a thought that I have sometimes, you know. It's a little bit tough to talk about next season accurately, but what I would say is that yes, I will be trying to win Worlds again next season, but the first step is to rest.
Back out and now let Iron Hands is eliminated. Urshifu definitely in a better position than previously. And another flinch!
I just don't see how Wolf comes back from this. That's going to seal the deal for this game.
I think that after a big point of failure, it's important to kind of take a step back. In order to actually be the best in the world at something, you have to care very deeply. But in doing so, you open yourself up to like making it much harder when you don't achieve that goal, right? So it's like in order to have a chance to do what you want to do, you have to also open yourself up to a much greater like risk for failing.
It all comes down to this. He took 3 months off this game and came back. The king is back, ladies and gentlemen.